Well, good morning, listeners. We are happy to be back again. Time is again just flying, and it's another beautiful day out there, though. We were going to try to record outside. We've been outside, back in, tried to go back outside, back inside. It's very windy, and we're a duet right now because the talker, I was going to say the trio, but that's not really the member that makes the trio. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up.
No, you cannot.
So she's running a little bit behind, though I think we saved her because we did not start right away when we were supposed to, because we were in and out of the weather because of it being windy.
Oh, here she is.
Yes, and she wore her shirt. I almost wore it. We could have gotten our picture today.
Oh,
I didn't
why?
think
We don't
about
match.
it. If we would have worn our t-shirts.
Hello, everyone. Testing.
She comes right in and just
It flows right in. That's because I'm used to being late. That's why.
As Tim will tell you, that you fall. How does he? You fall in and come out smelling like roses.
I did take a shower today, so there's that. Didn't get to wash my hair, but I did take a shower.
Yeah, you can't tell. You know, there's more and more people.
Well, thanks.
More and more people I run into, and they're like, I don't wash my hair every day, maybe once a week. And I'm like, that's really better for you, but not when you have thin, like Tara and I.
Yeah, I can't get away with that.
Yeah.
I've even tried dry shampoo and it doesn't matter.
So, funny story, Lauren and I were talking about hair products because, sorry if
She
this
doesn't
is...
miss a beat. I
Same thing.
You know, Teresa, that is really compliments to your home, that it just feels so welcoming. You just come in and
there you go.
And then you're at home. So you have a very welcoming home. And
oh, good. I did do the dishes. So
I see. So Lauren and I were talking about hair products, and I'm like, yeah, I just found this really nice, smells decent, and doesn't leave my hair greasy, dry shampoo. And she's like, yeah, me too. It's called Heritage. I said, no kidding. That's the one I'm using.
oh my.
She's like, is it in a purple bottle? Yes, it is. Isn't that funny? And sometimes I'll call her and be like, oh, we're making tacos for, well, not anymore, but we're making tacos, or I just made brownies. And she's like, I just made brownies, or I just made tacos.
She is a mini me of you.
Yeah,
she is.
Yes. So I always tell Ryan, because he says the same thing. And I say, you're welcome, Ryan.
How nice of you to spin that as a compliment.
Right.
Of course, I'm sure that's what he means.
He has to. What's the other option?
I know.
He knows this is what I'm going to get.
Yeah. So anyway, you just, have to go with the flow as far as... You guys are very generous, though, to be like, yeah, that's fine. Just come in and...
I think we're used to it now.
I really do try. I was 10 minutes early for my doctor's appointment today.
Wow, impressive.
I was impressed. And I dropped the girls off to Lauren on time, and I was just like super happy. But once I left the doctor's office, everything went downhill. And I'm like, I knew I couldn't like get a whole day without being, and it wasn't just late, it was like ridiculous late. So I had to go to Kohl's to get a gift card. And then I had to pick up my glasses at Target, which I don't promote shopping at Target. It's just that their eyeglasses are so cheap. So I got two sets.
Cheaper than Costco?
Costco doesn't take my insurance.
Oh.
So at the doctor's office in Fostoria, I was going to have to pay $300 and some for like their cheapest line. Well, all they carry is name brand stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, let's see, Coach, Kate Spade, Ray-Ban, like all these super expensive places. And so I go back to Target and I can get a prescription pair of sunglasses and my regular bifocal eyeglasses for like $220.
Oh, that
So
is
$100 cheaper for 2 pairs versus 1 pair at Dr. Mead's. So anyway, but the whole point of that is I leave Kohl's and I'm like, gotta get gas. And then I realize after I'm
it
on,
was you this time.
yeah, what?
It's you this time that needs gas.
Yes! I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I had like 35 miles till empty.
Oh, you could have made it. Now, if AI takes that out, Teresa and I said that at the same time.
Which
I'm not as experienced as you guys.
Oh, not me, her. And you know that our kids are going to be saying, oh my goodness, they talked about the weather. Now they're talking about gas. And yes, this is our lives.
So I'm like, oh, shoot. Target is going to, their eye center closes at 2:00. I should have went there first. I have 8 minutes to get to Target. Well, I've already turned left out of the Costco or the Kohl's thing. So, those lights take forever. And
Yeah.
something is happening in Perrysburg today because the traffic is insane, like bumper to bumper. I feel like the lights are taking 10 minutes anyway. And I'm looking at the clock the whole time. I can still make it. I can still make it.
Oh, wow.
So I get turned around. I pull into parking lot at like 1 minute until 1:59. I'm like, I can still make it. Like, if she's shutting the door, I can get in the store in a minute, right? And they can't close their gate until exactly 2:00. I get there and she is literally just pulled the gate down and my shoulders just went down to my knees. I'm like, shoot. Okay, I got to be at Teresa's at 2:40 for the episode, so I still have time to go get gas. So I turn back around the opposite direction to go to BP to get gas. It's no longer BP. They got bought out by like S&G, which, who was S&G? I've never even heard of these people before. So I put it in my GPS. Where is another BP? It's 4 miles down the road. Okay, I might be 5 minutes late, but I have to get gas because at this point I have even less gas in my tank now than I did when I left Kohl's. So same thing, bought out by S&G. And I had just bought BP gift cards. And so I'm like, what good are these gift cards?
Yeah,
I can't. BG has apparently been bought out. So I went into the S&G the
BP.
second time.
You said
yeah.
BG.
Oh, BP, sorry. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, we've bought all of their stores out. I don't even think there are any more left. And I'm like, are you kidding?
No.
So guess what I'm doing after I leave here?
Yeah.
I'm going back to
Kohl's.
Perrysburg. I'm going to go to Kohl's first, address that issue, and then I'm going to Target to get my eyeglasses. So what were you guys talking about before I pulled in?
Why are you going back to Target if she closed at 2?
They close from 2 to 3 for lunch.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, see, listeners, why I said you can't make this up.
Yeah, you can. That's what I was thinking as I'm driving home. They're never going to, this is like way too long to text.
Well, and in the text, all I could see, because I was just pulling out of the post office, was I won't be there until 3:07. And I'm like, okay, sometimes when I mean to say 3:00 or whatever, my finger hits, something else. And then I went, well, this is a little longer of a text. I better read it. And I'm like, oh my, you can't make this up.
Yeah, that's not all. And oh no, that is not all. Dr. Seuss. That's not anyway, it's a Dr. Seuss thing.
Maybe we should be on video because our faces are like, what?
Then you hit the Route 20 detour.
Oh, that's right.
I'm telling Jared about my doctor's appointment, so I can't put into my GPS while I'm doing that. And so I'm like, I'm pretty sure I know how to take this back road. So I start taking the back roads, and before I know it, I'm on roads I have no idea where I'm at. I'm like, I know about the vicinity. I know I need to head south. And so, but yeah, I probably went 10 minutes out. So lo and behold, initially we were 2:30, then I'm like, oh no, you got to give me till 2:40 because I got to go home first. And then it was 3:07, and I think I did get here pretty close to 3:07, but anyway.
Oh, this is what you get when we do an episode midweek. It just so happened that we all,
Yeah.
We're off,
like you, didn't have to go to work.
off my rocker. That's what I feel like right now. Terry, you're wearing a sleeveless shirt and you have very nice arms.
What in the world? Well, I used to do Pilates and do some, cardio weightlifting stuff, but not really much since.
Oh, I'm here to tell you they need some work.
Yeah, they're
Arms
still
need work.
they're still flabby wings when you wave goodbye.
I heard that on some podcasts that is really a necessity for women to have a little bit of fat. So I'm going whole hog, literally. And I want to have pizza tonight and another ice cream cone from the last place.
You're going to be an overachiever.
Wait, didn't you have pizza last Saturday?
No, I didn't get pizza that night. I wanted to, but I didn't. Yeah.
So did you guys ever do your bingo?
No.
In my head, yes.
You told Jared to make up your bingo, right?
And he did. He did a really good job. Which, funny story, this will be just a second, I promise. But so as I know,
people are timing you right now.
So on my way home, I'm like, hey, Jared, I'm turning on a road. I am just going to stop long enough to drop off 2 things. I'm just going to throw them on the counter. Could you please put a bowl of, he made pork in a crock pot. Could you please put a bowl of that on the counter? I'll drop off my stuff on the counter. I'll pick up the bowl and I'll eat on the way to Teresa's house. He meets me at the door with this bowl of meat and takes my stuff. And I'm like, oh, you're awesome. Thank you so much.
Nice.
I get 2 minutes down the road. He said, Trina, I just read your text.
Oh, wow.
He's my thankful.
That was very nice.
Yeah, wasn't it? He's
Yeah.
like, we really are becoming one.
Wow.
I said, oh, honey, we crossed that bridge a long time ago. But I didn't tell him that, but I thought it. Okay, so go ahead. Yes, Jared made me a bingo board. I just never wrote on it. But in my mind, I have made bingo like twice. Because really, you can't put it on the card once you've accomplished it, right?
Well, like some of this I knew I was going to, like I was going to lead a Bible study, so I put that on there. So
kind of sounds to me like rationalizing out the strawberry pretzel salad.
No, it's not quite like that, but boy, does strawberry pretzel salad sound good.
It's
Kaylee
so
gave me a
refreshing.
recipe.
Oh, nice. You're not using Mom's recipe? I love that recipe. Like with Ready Whip? Not Ready Whip, Dream Whip?
Dream Whip. I don't know.
A lot of work.
I didn't look at it. Yeah, it's always better when someone else makes it. So, no, anyhow, I just happened to have my notebook here that had it in there. And I'm like, well, I already got one bingo. I did get a pedicure.
I was going to ask what you rewarded yourself with.
Yeah, I did get a pedicure. And I could have another bingo. It's not eat out for 7 days. And there has been a week where I didn't pay to go out to eat.
Oh, but you weren't specific
But
enough.
I did, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'll make it be where I absolutely do not eat out for 7 days.
And out of
curiosity,
curiosity,
kind of hard.
What is your win going to be for that? What's your prize going to be? Going out to eat when you get that bingo?
That would be a good one.
It is.
It's good.
Yeah, and a very nice
We should
restaurant.
all go out to eat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm all for
At a
it.
pancake place. Hey, I'm
telling you, that place is delicious.
I did make sourdough pancakes again.
Okay.
So my starter is a little too thin, so I added some more flour to it, and that helped it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was good.
There is, I want to say it's called the Pancake House in Sandusky, but I might be wrong. But anyway, it's right there on the strip.
Not familiar with Sandusky.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I've only, oh, that's not. That's where
Trina's
Jared had
motto.
his eye surgery, and there's an excellent Italian restaurant there. But tell me about the pancakes.
That's the one, the Sandusky is the one that had the broken egg or the
Broken yolk.
or something, and they closed. They were
Oh.
associated with the mall.
Cute.
Super unfortunate because that place was awesome.
Oh.
But the other place, it's been there forever, but they like revamped it. And I think they kind of changed their name, even though it says established, I don't know, 50 years ago. I don't know. But it looks like the old Perkins type is what it reminds me of. What's so funny about that?
It just takes me immediately back to Tennessee vacations.
Which I was thinking about that the other day, but let me finish my thought. So that is a very good place to go. Highly recommend it. Even when
The pancake place in
yes,
Sandusky?
in Sandusky, they can, they have a lot of seating. So even if, there's a lot of people waiting, they're still going to get you in. Just fabulous, fabulous. So I was thinking the other day about
Look at that. She remembered her thought.
I know. I'm sitting here feeling like a ping pong ball, actually, and trying to get my...
I know. Sorry, listeners. You probably
centered.
feel that way too. Is about our Tennessee vacations. And I can remember the one that probably sticks out the most. I think we went to Ruby Falls that time, and is sitting in the car. And I can't even really remember. It had to be like a station wagon, because it's not like the Bonneville would have taken all of us. But I was sitting.
The Datsun wouldn't have fit all of us.
I was sitting in the middle. Mom will tell us. I was sitting in the middle, and I think I went back in the front seat, and I think I got back in the car because I was so mad, because I wanted to go do something, and Mom and Dad were like, we can't afford that, or we don't have the money for that, or something. I mean, 5 kids, and you took them to Tennessee. I get it now as an adult, but I didn't get it back then.
Yes.
And I really thought to myself, wow, that was super selfish of me. I didn't understand. I was probably 13, maybe 14. And how do you go on vacation and not have money?
Is that the one where Dad went in to get the hotel in Pigeon Forge, and he came out and said, we can't stay here. And then we ended up at that
Scottish Inn?
No, that was a different one. Oh, shoot. I
With
just
the
lost
ducks?
it. Yeah, that one. The one with the ducks. We were by the river.
Isn't that crazy that we remember ducks?
Yes. And we just swam a lot. I mean, we could go take a ride in the car and look at the mountains for free, but I remember, vacation, we get to swim.
Because Olivia would be all about that. And Tim has a coworker where they took their son, who was, I don't know, 5, 6, 4, 5, perfect age for Disney World. All he wanted to do was swim at the hotel, and they spent all that money. He's like, the coworker, he's like, I could have taken him to Red Roof Inn, and we would have.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But all that to say that if someone says Tennessee or family vacations, my mind immediately goes to Tennessee, and it's a warm feeling. It's a good, positive.
Yes.
What a good way to describe it. It's a warm feeling.
Yeah.
Such sweet memories.
And you want to
love
linger
Tennessee.
in those memories.
Yes.
Oh,
those
so
memories.
good.
Yeah, so many memories.
Do you remember when Mom and Dad almost bought a house there?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a blue house. I can literally picture going up and Mom, correct if I'm wrong on that, but in my head, I'm picturing a little blue house, and it was a dirt road, going up
See,
there.
I don't remember that kind of stuff.
Well,
but
she probably got to go back by herself with Mom and Dad.
probably.
That's
When we were in
possible.
school.
Yeah.
Hey, there's got to be perks to be in the last one, so I'll take that one. I was going to say something else when you were talking about Tennessee or the cars or something, but I do not remember having a station wagon.
I do, because
it have
we
3
put a
seats?
mattress in the back of it.
Yes. But I don't think we had that long, and that would not have been taken to Tennessee. That was when we would be going to Logan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you
I don't-
remember sleeping in the back in a mattress?
I don't.
Oh, we would leave church. We would change our clothes and actually change our clothes in the
In the
back.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a gift, actually, to be able to change clothes in a vehicle. We've done it many times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have that privilege when you're riding your motorcycle.
No.
That's true.
I mean, I've heard Sturgis is kind of crazy, but
Yes, we did not get involved in that, but yes.
yeah. What beautiful weather for a motorcycle. Are you guys riding the motorcycles this weekend?
No, too busy of a
I
weekend.
thought it was supposed to rain
Or
this weekend.
I guess when I say that, I'm thinking of the weather today, like it's going to extend out through the weekend. I haven't looked at the weekend
Oh, no,
weather.
I think it's supposed to rain.
But it's so beautiful out right now.
yes.
windy, but very nice.
Yeah, I was just saying that I've only been on the motorcycle, I think, once so far.
And I haven't at all.
I mean, Tim rides it to work
yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
Trevor has done some, not a lot, but yeah. And then I'm not going to be able to ride in July because I just had my doctor's appointment, and I'll have my last reconstructive surgery July 1st, and then no like bouncing activities or like sweeping, all that kind of stuff for 4 weeks.
How is sweeping a bouncing activity?
Because your arm is constant motion.
Oh, a different motion.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I
Like
see.
a repetitive motion or a bouncing motion, you can't do for 4 weeks.
Well, 4 is better than 6.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But I didn't even think, I won't be on the motorcycle then. So we'll see. I've done very well with the others and not.
I wouldn't push your luck, Theron.
I've been very blessed. So
Nice.
we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. So what else is going on in the world? We're wrapping up Vacation Bible School this week. It's very cute.
What's the theme?
Wonder
a
Junction.
train? Yeah.
So they make the one part look like a gold mine because everything is like neon. It lights up in the dark, glow in the dark, tape and all of that. They just put a lot of.
That's a lot of work.
It is, but
Kingdom rewards, right?
Yes. I find that I'm better. Actually, I did snacks last year. I helped with it, and by helping, I mean wiping off tables and making sure if something else needed restocked to put more things out. This year, I was signed up to do registration. And once I got the flow of it, I got it. But, it's like feast or famine. The whole van load comes in, then you have nobody. Then 3 parents drop off their kids and you have nobody kind of thing. And you're just
the
trying.
only one?
No, there are 4 of
okay.
us, but just still, And then somebody had to leave. And so I was the helper for the 4th and 5th grade. And I'm like, maybe I'm just cut out for the snack part of all of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the girls have loved it. The craft last night was they made, I'm assuming out of clay, like the tomb. Mm-hmm. And then did they have a little Jesus there?
Yeah.
Because Olivia said something about glow in the dark and you'll find your sheep there or you'll find Jesus or.
They might be glow in the dark little things.
She said it here last night.
Oh, I don't know. A little cross and then the stone where the stone was rolled away.
You go in the dark and something will light up. I can't remember. I thought you were there when she said it. I don't know.
But it has been good. Yes. But
nice.
Yeah.
Which I forgot. Yeah. Olivia will be coming.
Yeah. So that's what I got going on this week.
Yeah. I really don't. Today was enough adventure for a week. So
oh my word. Done. Yes.
Although, no, actually, yeah, that's it.
Well, Father's Day coming up.
Yes. On Sunday, which would have been yesterday. Once this comes out, it'll be the day before.
We've been going, Kaylee sets this up, and I don't even know how many years. It's been several years. So Old Zims, I don't even know what town it would be considered.
Is it Gibsonburg?
Lindsay or Gibsonburg, one of them. It's an old barn, wonderful fried chicken. They're changing up their menu this year, so we'll see how it goes. They're doing a barbecue pork, I think it is.
Ooh, yum.
Which cracks me up because Tim doesn't like chicken. He always makes fun of me for ordering chicken, and yet he goes to Old Zims and gets their chicken.
Oh, yeah, he absolutely loves it. No, it's fried.
Oh.
And it's like no other. It really... Didn't you go there in high school?
Yeah, I've eaten there twice, I think.
It's only twice? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh, I bet that's all. I bet it's only been like National Honor Society.
Oh, super. So no weddings or anything?
No.
Banquets?
No. The banquets is what I've been to.
I mean, like...
for the kids.
There's organizations that have their banquets there. I think Scrap does their like Christmas banquet there. They used to do line dance or square dancing there. I don't know if they still do.
Oh, I should sign up for that.
Doesn't
would
that
be
sound like
fun.
We got invited to one of those.
Yeah, they might not do it anymore, or they're bringing it back. I can't remember. Someone will know. But yeah, it's very good food. So we go there on Father's Day, and which is nice because the kids have their own day. You want like Ben and Kyle for us that they need to celebrate their day with their family, and so no, we don't have to clean up the mess, and it's
So what, Kaylee reserves
makes
it for all of
you
you?
have to make a reservation for Mother's Day and Father's Day, and Kaylee makes the reservations for us, and we
Nice.
show up there. Tim's dad, that's part of his Father's Day as well. So
Oh, so all of you go.
yeah, I shouldn't say part. I think it's his Father's Day.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super nice. So
Yeah, because, dads, I feel like Mother's Day gets more attention than Father's Day.
would agree, but
Yeah.
I
They
think
still-
because dads just like, I think a lot of moms don't like, I don't want to say they don't care, but yeah, I don't know why actually.
You were going to try to come up with a reason, and
I
it's not there.
was. Yeah, I don't know.
That
'cause-
reminds me, you said put in the comments, Trina, you say that a lot. Well, I put it on, I think it was YouTube and Podbean, that Women of Joy link that we were talking about on the last
Oh.
episode. But we went up to the camper to fix a few things. And I said to Trevor, well, if you want to listen to me edit this as we're going to the camper and coming back, it'll save you time of, you won't have to listen to it the rest of the week. And he's like, okay. Well, first of all, I don't know that he's going to do that again, because our microphones, like when we laugh and do different things, it's like nails on a chalkboard.
Really?
Yeah. And so he just kept looking at me, and I'm like, you won't hear that. Like, it'll take it out. And it took out all the chicken noises. And
Lynette said she heard the wind chimes.
yes, I could hear. Well, I heard it in the editing part. So
Now I heard the rooster crow twice. And so it's a good thing it didn't crow 3 times.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
But Tim said he didn't hear it at all. So I don't know. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, he was like, if you're talking about masculinity, the wife giving the husband a word count would not make him feel masculine. I'm like, well, just.
Did you tell him he was allowed to give his opinion? Or did,
Yes.
did you say that wasn't part of the deal?
Yeah,
I said you could listen. I didn't say you could talk.
Yeah, I said put it in the comments then.
That's funny. So so Terry, you don't get on Spotify?
No.
Obviously, since you didn't put the link there. Trina, you do.
Mhm.
Did you see the last episode had a comment? Trina, when you have a conversation with yourself, you just need to tell yourself that you're having a staff meeting and you're self-employed.
I like that.
That's
Who said
good.
that, Aunt Connie?
Kaylee.
Oh, Kaylee, that is funny.
That's funny. That's a good one. Huh.
You were this close.
I know, because I was
Well,
gonna
next
say
week
something.
we should do the episode from Amish country, because we'll be at the food summit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Can't wait to eat that
Yeah.
food.
I took notes. I follow, her name's Miss Katie. 2 years ago, we met her at the food summit. She was she was at the end of the barn.
Do the sourdough.
That's what I'm thinking.
Kind of a younger one. She did it at a...
No, this was not a younger person. She talks Southern, and she has a lot of her own spices and everything.
Was she making like something lemonade?
Yes,
And
yes,
put-
that was it.
Yes,
Lavender
okay.
lemonade. Yes, because she knows somebody.
Yeah.
Family.
Ooh, I bet that's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was good. Hey, the summer kitchen ladies just got in some lavender lemonade bottles, and their tea of the month, and it's iced tea month for June.
Oh.
I'm going to have to stop out there. It's not in my budget, but
Yeah. That lavender creamer that you make, which, by the way, do you have any of that?
No, but I can make more.
Did you give me the recipe for that?
You
in
gave
that?
me the recipe.
lavender
Did?
honey.
Yes, you did.
For the coffee?
Yes, you said the lavender honey syrup. Here you go. We were doing an episode here, but I have it saved. I can give you back, but it's super easy. So it's the lavender buds and
Yeah, where do
honey
you get them at?
and water. So I
Are
got
you sure?
I am positive I can show you the text.
Okay.
So I got the these when we were, and Tim and I were in Amish country, and I want to say at Layman's, but I could be wrong. What's the other store?
Kind.
Kime Lumber? No, it was not there. So it was Layman's. And somebody must have a lavender farm because they had a display set up.
Oh, wow.
And they had lavender buds in a jar. So that's what I used. And I want to say I got 3 or 4 batches out of that and a really cute little jar with a lid to keep. And then I got the ones where you have to take the buds off.
Okay, because there's a lavender farm on my mail route, which I've told you guys about
Yes.
before in
Yeah.
Pemberville.
Yeah.
There is a lavender farm, and I'll just stop and ask her.
Get
Because
the
they have
lavender
a
buds.
store, like out in their field. They have a
Yes.
little shed that's called the lavender store, the lavender shop, or something like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't get it any fresher than that, right?
Right. Yeah, that sounds...
So, what else is in it besides that?
Water, honey, and lavender.
That's what makes that.
Yeah, so you put it on,
Because
and then it's so good.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like half a cup of the honey and, oh boy, I'm not even going to
It's
say.
okay.
Because I don't want to steer someone wrong. But so you put it on just until you start seeing bubbles come around the side, and then you take it off and steep it. So basically just let it sit for 30 to 60 minutes, depending on how much you want. And I think that batch I did almost an hour of steeping it. And it's good for like 2 weeks in your refrigerator. That's it.
Right.
I mean, you have to like drain off the lavender buds, obviously.
Like with a cheesecloth?
Yeah, I use something different, but yeah, cheesecloth.
So the food summit that we're going to,
Yeah.
that's a 2-day event.
Yes. In Amish, and they're focusing more on wellness this year, which I'm super excited about because that's where, like at my job, I'm like, we need to start doing more on wellness. This fixing people when they're broken is not what we should be doing. You
Are you
should
talking about more
focus on
prevention?
wellness. Yes. Yes. Which none of us like to hear. We need to eat less, move more, stay hydrated, not eat the processed foods, get our sleep, exercise. And, as Americans, I think we're getting...
In worse shape.
Yes. Yes. Because we want a quick fix. We're a microwave society.
Yeah, give me a pill.
Yeah. We do not want to put in the effort. We just want, oh, well. And every pill has a side effect.
Right.
So...
Well, you had mentioned sleep, getting more sleep. So I am curious to know if I'm still snoring. And since you and I are sharing a room, you can tell me.
Don't you have a CPAP machine?
I do, but I don't use it.
Oh, my goodness, Trina.
What?
I used it a little bit. It's so annoying. I feel like which I do have an appointment to see it for my follow-up next week, actually. No, the end of the month. Anyway, but when I put it on, I feel like all of that air is going directly into my body, not into my lungs, not into my mouth. I feel like it's just like shooting right through me.
Oh.
And so Jared said I have the wrong mask, but this is the second mask that I tried. And so I go to bed, I look at it for a quick second, and then I say, never mind. And I turn over and don't face the machine. And yeah, I know.
I've
But
heard
they say
other
you can-
family members have a CPAP and don't use it either.
Oh,
But
well, it's costing me money.
yeah.
So I do need to use it.
And you went through the sleep study and everything.
I know. And I thought this would fix it, but it's not comfortable. It's like not.
It's not a quick fix, is it?
No. Full circle. No. I don't like. Maybe if I switch the mask, it'll be different. But
Yeah.
so I have to take and I keep getting these text messages from the company. Trina, are you having trouble using your sleep therapy? And I never respond. I just delete. If I wasn't having trouble, don't you think I'd be using it? So
Here's
Yeah.
your sign.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is all helping our little corner of the world by getting more information and helping, at least figure our stuff out. Like I'm learning how to make butter and just different things that we can do. Trevor's making our peanut butter because it's just peanuts, all natural peanut
Yeah.
butter.
So this is what there is a store in Toledo. It was by the original Pancake House and Massage Envy. And you go in there and they have everything set up and you grind your own butter. They have almond, hazelnut, peanut.
wow.
Yeah, it's very expensive, but you can disperse as much as you want.
Oh, wow.
So like if you wanted to try all these different nut butters, it's kind of like those yogurt stores where you can, like Yogurt Land, where you can pay by the ounce.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that.
They have that
but it's
at
like
Troyer's in Amish country.
Oh.
Different honeys and different, like peanut butters, like almond butter, different
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
Well, speaking of food, so today I dropped let's see, I don't want to give too much information. So I was in Perrysburg and I'm driving through this house development place, right? And it is past Levis Commons and like really nice houses. And I'm talking like $1 million home houses. And my GPS took me to the very end. And the further in you go, the more expensive the houses look and probably are. But there are like elementary age kids everywhere. They're all over the place. And I'm like, these must be younger families or older people that adopted or something. So I'm driving through the end of this area and there's all these kids walking to this one driveway. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I bet they have a lemonade stand. So I'm driving super slow because there's kids everywhere, but they're all flocking to this one driveway. Entrepreneurship is not dead and it starts at a young age. These kids, that was well spoken, wasn't it?
Yeah.
These, can't spell it, but I can say it. These kids had a rotisserie hot dog stand. And I am not kidding. I am not kidding. And the whole time I'm passing all these Mercedes and BMWs and Lexuses. Hi, Tim. And this kid, it wasn't quite commercial grade, but I bet it was every bit as big as your sink. And you have a big sink.
Wow.
And I'm like, I bet that kid is charging $5 a hot dog and 25 cents for the bun. I mean, I thought, I shook my head and laughed the whole way out of that cul-de-sac. Like, how did we go from 25-cent lemonade to you are cooking hot dogs on a rotisserie hot dog stand in your driveway?
Free market capitalism.
Thank you, Tim. Free market capitalism. Yeah, like,
which that was
and I thought this kid is going to be living in one of these houses.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like Theron selling, well, Josh did it too, taking to school cans of pop and chips.
Yeah.
Bags of chips and that and selling it.
Hey, it works.
Josh did it out of his car. I never knew.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Our cousin Blaine did that.
Yeah.
In school too. He was 5 years old wanting to sell rocks. I mean, I just will not forget that.
And that really is a business to sell rocks. Did you know that? For people to paint on.
Oh,
yes.
My word.
He was ahead of his time. Anyways,
that was on the video that you sent us yesterday with Nick Freitas and
I don't know her name. The Big Deal is the podcast.
Yeah. And I love Nick Freitas. Anyway.
Never heard of him.
Tim follows
really?
him. Yes.
Oh.
He is.
Who is he?
So a Green Beret and is a representative in
West Virginia or Virginia?
I want to say Virginia because...
Oh, yeah, Virginia.
Yeah.
The state of Virginia.
But I think he's not rerunning, which, I mean, he would so get elected, I'm sure. But I think he just wants to serve in other areas, is what Tim heard. Yeah, he has his own podcast. The word...
Oh, he has his own?
Yes. The word that comes... And he has reels on YouTube that are just like... I mean,
poignant
one-liners that just get like the way he can communicate.
Yes. God-given.
He's very real.
Oh, yeah. And how he makes sense of things. I'm like, that's so common sense, but we didn't think of that.
Yeah.
He's very good. I mean, like Charlie Kirk good.
Yeah.
in a different way.
Before we started this episode, I said to Teresa, I think we really need to cut down. Like, we don't need to be going an hour. And Teresa goes, yeah, like I can listen to Nick Freitas for an hour. Doesn't even seem like it's an hour. I can listen to Run to the Hard. Not even seem like an hour goes by. We are not that interesting. We do not need to talk for an hour.
So don't you now I have had other people tell me that they really enjoy it's like sitting at the table with us. And what girls don't like to talk? You just came right in on cue. Black licorice.
He wants to give us a word count.
Tim, what do you have to say for yourself? Black licorice. Free market
Thanks
capitalism.
for putting clothes on.
Hey, Tim, can you change your clothes in the car? Changing your mind doesn't count.
Mind, yeah.
Anyway, so other people apparently do think we're interesting.
Okay.
I just wanted to come home and get naked. It was so hot out.
Timothy.
Can you edit that?
Oh, no.
Edit.
Nope, that one's staying in.
Well, you can always put in the comment, we're too long, we're too short.
Is this Kaylee coming now?
Yeah.
Oh. But, I mean, I didn't have
I think
anything
every episode is good, though. Like, we have a lot to say.
says the talker.
No, I'm not called the talker. You came up with another name for me.
Which
Didn't
was
you?
what?
I don't know. Maybe you should come up with another name.
No, I
Like,
don't
she
think
did
there's
not
another
come up with
name.
Another name.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. But, yeah. So you said you're thankful for
It's Jared and
Jared.
I.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that, so here we are at Facebook again, that I saw from the Fostoria Chamber of Commerce, there was a free business class at Terra Community College, and they gave different times, whether it be afternoon or evening, morning or afternoon, I think it was. So they had in there, and I picked today because I was free this morning. So I went and did a small business class for free from 9 to 11. And I learned a lot. It was jam-packed.
So did you do that at that place by Kroger?
No, so I found it on the Fostoria Chamber of Commerce's Facebook site, but it was actually held at Terra Community College because there's a person there that does small business something like that. And so she'll help with like coming up with a business plan, where to get loans. Like, she can't tell you what to do, but she can guide you on different places. And they support Erie, Sandusky, Seneca, and Ottawa counties.
Wow.
Yes. So
were there a lot of people there?
I think there were 8 of us.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, because you kind of have to be looking for that, right?
Yes.
Looking for those opportunities.
Right. So it's just another step. And, because I was cleaning the hall today and Teresa was working. So I said, we really have been planning for something at the hall since Theron got it. But, it's almost 3 years ago that we were in Amish country that we stared planning what could it be.
Yes, I remember that trip.
So it's not, I feel like, oh, God's not working fast enough, but he is. So, yeah. So
that's a step in the right direction.
Yes. Yeah. Because, Theron and Judy have worked to get the hall. And so, as a family, we can all chime in and say what could be.
Free of charge.
Yeah. But I just feel like that's
free of charge, our opinion.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That I feel like that's just one more step. Like, that was a good thing. So
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I found that it was free and there's many
And it
resources.
happened on a day that you were off.
Yeah.
Oh.
And there's many resources. So
I am thankful for the opportunity to be involved in the granddaughters' lives. Olivia was just dropped off so that
Hi, Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
Do you want to be on our episode? No?
So that she can go to Vacation Bible School tonight.
Lolly will take her. And what does Lolly always give you in the car to use?
Probably chapstick.
Yes, my
With a
lip
big
gloss.
smile.
So
That's just
Oakley wanted it as well. And so then as we're driving, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, I want my lip gloss back. And Olivia goes, oh, I can't get it out of the car. You know, she put it in the little,
Holder.
yeah. So, but she got it.
And then the other granddaughters, being able to be with them as well.
Yeah, don't you wonder how these grandparents that have to be far away from their grandkids, like,
I know, that's why
I feel so bad for them.
Yeah.
I had not seen Avery and Aubrey in a while. I mean, it seemed like it. And when we do see them, it's usually at gymnastics, which is nice, but Aubrey's busy doing gymnastics. And we only get to be with them for like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe 35 minutes if I'm late.
It took
But-
longer to drive.
Yeah. But anyway, so I finally, this past week, I told Lauren and Ryan, please, can we have them Tuesday into Wednesday? Because I had today off. So it was so fun.
Nice.
They're so fun and they're growing so fast.
I came across the picture the other day when they were here, when Lauren and Amanda went, and the picture of all of them, because I had my 5,
Right.
and Lauren's 2, all girls.
Oh, yeah.
And they're sitting on our couch, and I took a picture, and Aubrey's like so unamused. I mean,
I
remember
yes,
that?
I do remember.
Oh, I just laughed. Very fond memories. But
She
yeah, and I
is
got
a
my
hoot.
journal caught up for the girls.
Oh, nice.
Journal when I'm with them, like the funny things they say or do.
Oh, what a good idea.
Yeah, I can't get everything. And I mean, there are days I have like 3 pages. I can remember Ben coming home. This was last year. And I said, oh my goodness, I had like 3 pages of stuff for them today. I just remember saying that to him. And it's just so funny.
Maybe Kaylee's right and we could have our own reality show.
I had a boss / friend that told me that for years. Shannon. She's like,
Really?
you need your own reality show. Yeah. Because I can remember saying, oh my goodness, Tim snores so bad. I ended up sleeping in the closet and she's just looking at me, and which I could never do now because I'm just too old. And she's like, you really need your own reality show.
That is hilarious.
Oh,
Oh,
funny.
that's funny.
Good.
Well, real life is funny.
Well, so we hope everyone has a good week. Hopefully the weather continues to be summer-like, and get out and do something. Get out and do something to change your corner of the world, because God gives you that ability and he can work within you and you can do it. So,
Lord, we come to you just thanking you and praising you for all the many blessings that you've given us, least of which is this beautiful day that we were able to gather today, that Trina made it even through a detour.
Two
so that
detours.
we could do this, 2 detours. And sometimes that's how life is. We are on a detour, but our ultimate destination, God, is to be with you and do your will and what you want for us. And I just pray that over our listeners and ourselves, and that you will bless us all in your mighty, mighty way. Amen.
Amen.
amen. Have a good one.